Yo. Welcome into the ChrisBeCappinn Show, man. Today is October the 10th. There is only one game in the WNBA Finals, game number 4. And the Aces trying to wrap the Phoenix Mercury up, keep them at the crib, not even go back to Vegas, just to have a parade, man. So we'll see what happens. We always look back before we go forward. Game number 3, I was wrong. Matter of fact, I actually updated the overall just units graphic. Phoenix first half minus the 2.5 was a loser. The Aces could not miss a shot. It felt like from the 3-point line in the first half, and Phoenix couldn't get a stop. They also couldn't get a defensive rebound either. So wasn't for a strong fourth quarter from them. They get smoked. I think they were losing by 16 at the end of the game. End up losing the game anyway. Satu is down. So Satu's down and out for the next game. But we'll talk about all that. On the season, this has been the worst WNBA season that I've had. I'm down almost 9 units, 8.5 or closer to 9 units, 58 and 60. You don't run from it, right? You just learn from it. Last season was a lot better. I have made some plays that I forgot to send out that make this a little bit better, but either way, I've lost money on the WNBA this season. And I think that's something that you just got to embrace. If it was easy to beat the books, everybody would do it, but has not been a successful season for myself this season. So I'm not sure if I actually play tonight's game, but let's jump into it and talk about it. Jackson, real quick recap. Last game, Jackson liked, I think Jackson went 2-0. Let's just double check real quick. Jackson liked Kalia Copper over her 1.5 3-point makes. Kalia Copper finished the game with, let me just double check real quick. Kalia Copper finished the game with, I don't even think she hit 2 threes. Unless it was in the fourth quarter. She finished with 1 3. So that was a losing bet. And then the other player prop was Asia Wilson over her 10.5 boards. Easy winner there. She finished with 14. So let's jump into it for today. Hit the like button for me as you can as you join. As always, it helps out the algorithm. First player prop for today is, I'm just give you guys one because one of them is super juice. So the one that I have for you guys today is Jackie Young over her points, rebounds, and assists. I think this is an excellent play as well. -110 on DraftKings, 27.5 is the number. Jackie Young, analysis says Jackie Young has been a consistent secondary star for the Aces, and her recent combined production has soared well over this line, making this over a strong value play. Exceptional recent form. Young has cleared this combined line in 80% of her last 5 games, averaging a massive 34 points, rebounds, and assists during that span. High hit rate. She's hit the over 70% of her last 10 games, 66% of her last 15 games, demonstrating sustained high-level production. Young remains a steady number 2 scorer for the Las Vegas Aces, posting 21 points in Game 3. Her high usage rate and her ability to contribute across all 3 categories make this combined prop appealing. And then you got historical matchup. While her 2025-2026 season average against the Mercury is slightly lower, her performance in the 2024-2025 season against the Mercury, she hit the over in 100% of her 4 matchups, averaging 38 combined points, rebounds, and assists. Her current form suggests that she is playing closer to that dominant level. So that's the thought process on Jackie Young. I'll just give you guys one for today. So let's jump into the matchup, tell you guys what I think about it. Last show of the season, in my opinion. I don't think that we see a game 5. That's my biggest thought process. So we got to start with the injury report, right? Satu Sabally is out. She took a hard fall. Her head hit Kirsten Bell's knee with about 3 or 4 minutes left, and she's been ruled out due to concussion protocol. You could kind of clearly tell that was going to happen immediately afterwards. Dewana Bonner also took a fall towards the end of the game after Satu Sabally with about a minute left. She did finish the game. She's probably fine, but I think that's something to note. Dewana Bonner is also getting up there in age. She's a little older now, so it wouldn't surprise me if she doesn't look like the version of herself that she typically does. And she had a massive game last game as well. So let's jump into it, man. So the Phoenix Mercury, I thought, had a chance to win this series. The Phoenix Mercury absolutely have no chance to win this series. I was giving them a shot. I thought that they could. One thing that we have seen through and throughout this series, is that while the Mercury played really great defense against the Liberty in the first round, while the Mercury played really great defense against the Minnesota Lynx in the second round, they have no answer for the Aces. None. Like you can say the Aces, up their game and stepped up another level because the Mercury clearly had the harder road to get to the finals, the WNBA finals, right? Going through the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx, both teams that won the champion, that were in the championship last season. They've had the harder route to get here. The Mercury have, and the Aces have played against two teams that really, the Seattle Storm have just been Jekyll and Hyde all season. Offensively, just not good enough, and then defensively, not good enough when they needed to be either. And then after that, they played a hobbled Indiana Fever team that pretty much had like one or two of the remaining starting five players from the original unit at the beginning of the season. So Aces just kind of turned up on the Mercury, man. I didn't see this coming. I wish I did. I could have made a lot of money just taking the Aces every single game. They've covered every single spread. And now they're laying points. And I don't see a reason not to take them to win this game. One thing that I've noticed about Phoenix is they have absolutely no answer for A'ja Wilson. She cooked Natasha Mack in the first half of game number 3 in Phoenix. That was the Mercury shot, in my opinion. At halftime, Coach Nate Tibbins took Natasha Mack out because A'ja had 17 points at halftime on 5 for 9 shooting. Natasha Mack wasn't contributing offensively at all. She had 0 points, 2 rebounds. And then DeWanna Bonner started the second half, and she did contribute. She had 11 points in the second half. A'ja still had 17 more points in the second half on 6 for 11 shooting. They have absolutely no answer for A'ja. So outside of the game winner, she's just getting to her spots. Like, I didn't think that it was that big of a mismatch, but clearly it is. I looked at, Phoenix, and I think the big point to bring up here is, yes, this team will play with some pride. I think, can they do what they did in the fourth quarter throughout the full game? I don't think that they can. I don't think that's sustainable for a full, for the full game. Satu I mentioned this, she'll be out for this game. She finished the game 3 with 24 points, 5 rebounds. She led the team with 15 shot attempts as well. And I don't think that they can replace her. When you look at Phoenix, Nate Tibbins has really tightened up the rotation. I think Westbell will get a lot of the minutes that Satu Sabally, would play in tonight's game. She has to be able to do more in the role that she's going to play in if they have a chance to win this game tonight. But unless the Aces want to, how to parade, they're how to parade in Las Vegas. But unless they want to, get a Mercury one, I don't think the Mercury have a chance to win this game. I just don't think that you can replace Satu Sabally. Like, I think, Westbell will be in there. Sammy Whitcomb has absolutely been missing. She finished game 3, 0 for 5. This is in Phoenix, right? With the X factor behind you, she finished 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. She has to come alive if they have a chance to win this game. But the reason why I think that they don't is because the Mercury shot really, really well from the 3-point line in game 1. Remember what's her name? Alyssa Thomas missed both free throws, and a chance that they had to win that game. They did not. So that in itself was the only chance that they had to win any of the games. They just don't have enough, both offensively and defensively, to stop this team. So I'm saying a lot to say that I don't think the Mercury have a chance. I think the Mercury will struggle from the 3-point line. You can see here they shot 38%, 39% in game 1. We talked about that. In game 2, went down to 17%. Then game 3, we saw about even, right? About 37%. So about middle of the pack. I think that the 3-point shooting will be a lot worse without Satu Sabally out there. I think that they have to do a better job rebounding the basketball. You can't give up 12 offensive rebounds to the Aces, and that's been something that has plagued them all series. Like, the Aces just wanting it more, just going out there grabbing offensive rebounds. You can't give up 12 offensive rebounds here. You also can't shoot 74% from the free throw line, but that's neither here nor there. I think that they're cooked. The other thing is Jackie Young. I think you could argue that she's been the second best player in the series, and that's, A'ja Wilson being number 1, but Jackie Young being number 2. Jackie Young finished game 2 with 32 points. Then she followed it up in game 3 with 21 points, and she didn't even shoot the ball well. She shot 38% from the field, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. So, yeah, I think it ends here. I did go back and look at the Aces in games where they were road favorites in the playoffs specifically. They haven't really covered many, 2-5 against the spread, but 5-2 to the under as well. I think the game goes under today. I think the game goes under. I think the Aces win, and I think A'ja Wilson grabs another 13, 14 rebounds because it'll be a lot of missed shots from the Phoenix Mercury, in my opinion. So over 11.5 boards Asia Wilson has hit this line in back-to-back games. Real quick, I'll just show you guys. Most people probably know this already if you've been playing player props. And I've been a little bit more on point with the player props. I just don't really play them because they're pretty volatile in my opinion. So I've been kind of staying off the player props. But you can see here, Asia Wilson she had 10 in the first game at home. And then back-to-back games of 14 and 14. If you think Satou Sabally being there is going to, decrease the offensive production and have more rebound opportunities, I think you absolutely like Asia Wilson to go over her 11.5 boards today as well. So this is linked in the description if you guys want to check out Outlier. I will be using it for NBA as we get closer to NBA as well to kind of use the visuals for you guys so you guys can see that also. And getting back to this short list of plays here. Asia Wilson over her boards, Las Vegas. You can get a money line, I think like minus 140 right now. I think that they'll win the game. I do think Phoenix plays hard. I just don't think it'll be enough. And I think the game goes under today. So those are my thought process. Best of luck on whatever it is you guys are betting. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me through the up and down. More downs than up this season in the WNBA. But hopefully we can get right for the NBA, man. NBA previews will be dropping this weekend. I've been slow to try to get through these, but really trying to do my due diligence and take my time. But I will be dropping those this weekend as well. So best of luck on your action for today, man. Check the resources out. They're all linked in the description below. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Share the show. All that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the game. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.